There we
Oops.
go.
Now we're going live. Now
Okay.
we're live.
Can you hear us? Are we? And it's not showing on my TV because I want to be able to see the comments. There we go.
Can you hear us on there?
Okay, hold on.
I guess maybe they can. I don't know.
Do you see my beautiful doggy, everybody? Okay, I'm connected. Is there any chat? I got to send that link to Lexi.
It says, so I just tried to load it on my phone. It says they're waiting for us.
Okay, I see it on my TV.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong one.
I
just tried to load it on my phone. It says they're waiting for us.
Okay, I see it on my TV.
Oh, wow.
I clicked on the wrong one.
I gotta
Can you
mute my
mute
phone
that?
there.
Yeah.
They hear us. Tiffany Roller says she hears us.
Okay, who's bipolar polymath? I would like to say hello to everybody. This is Holly. Does it say Holly? Yes, it says Holly. Okay. I see Sasha. I see Tiffany. I see bipolar polymath. And you will never fill my shoes, which I know who that is, but I won't say your name. Hello. I know. How do you delete that other live? Hello, Misty. Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Allison.
I don't know. That other live, I can't even see that on my end. I don't really know how that one's saved anywhere.
Okay.
That was a test.
Okay. Hi, Dawn. We'll wait for some people to get in here. Oh, I got it. I sent a link to Karen. So,
hey, Pink Dagger.
Hi, Pink Dagger. And I'm trying to send a link to my daughter. If I can she get it through text? Maybe. There we go. Okay. So can you still hear me? Did I disconnect?
Yeah.
You can still hear me?
No, they can hear.
Okay.
We have 22 people watching.
What?
That's what it says at the top. I've never done a live stream before, so bear with us.
Sasha, I sent it to you via text message. Hello, Joe Schmo. Oh, there's my pretty girl. Everybody say hello.
Hey, we got a face.
I can't see. Oh, there we go. Hello. Her hair's wet. So she's putting it on her TV. Okay, so like, why'd you do that?
I'm clicking different options, trying to figure out what they all are.
Okay. Oh, weird. Oh, cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can. She is beautiful. Thank you. I made her.
And a big forehead.
I made her. You don't have a big forehead. You're beautiful.
There we go.
It's a 5 head.
Okay, I can see the comments on that phone.
Joe, not many people like me or what I have to say, so maybe we're in the same boat. My daughter is a horror film fanatic. Film fanatic. I mean, maybe not fanatic, but she likes scary movies. I will. I don't know what you guys want me to say, other than I will at some point go live with my face. I just don't feel like I just am. This like video calls, chats, all that shit is like so weird to me and so awkward that I don't get it.
I'll tell you, my mom lives pretty far from me, and I don't even video chat with her. I just don't like video chatting or anything.
Yeah, I
don't like it.
I've
had friends who just randomly video chat me, and I'm like, yo, you could like message me or you can call me, but like we don't need the video chat.
Right. So I promise I will someday. It's just I don't think it's like necessary, but I think it's necessary.
When you do, I will.
Okay. I'm necessary. I think it's necessary though, in light of recent events or lives, for you guys to have the opportunity to ask me anything you want. I will not come on here and call people names and insult people's intelligence or comment on their appearance or their age or their gender or anything like that. However, I might use the term toxic masculinity. Right, Tiffany? Uh, so I don't know if you guys want me to tell my story, if you just want to ask questions. Um, I don't know. I don't know. We're just kind of doing this kind of by the fly. I hope Karen does come on here because Karen has a lot to say as well. And it was her idea to come on the live stream, or to do not the live stream, but to do a live because she felt it was necessary as well. Tell my story. Okay, I'll tell you my story of how I came to MM. I came to this. I thought that it was many more years ago than Sasha actually says that it was. She's always liked scary stuff and being scared. And several years back, she told me about McCamey Manor and how the next time she went to California, she was going to go to this place. And she told me all about it. And I don't like boo haunts at all. I don't like boo haunts at all. Like I don't like horror. I like psychological stuff and but I don't like jump scare movies. And I don't like I just don't like scary movies. And so, but then it went away. It was like close to Halloween time, and then it went away. And I guess at some point she started looking it up and went down her own little rabbit hole and decided that wasn't something she'd want to do. So she dropped it. But every year you hear about it around Halloween, right? And then it goes away. And this year, uh, I just happened to be pretty active in some Facebook groups that were posting about it, and there was this big discussion about whether it's this like torture or whether it's like this, what it is, and if it's legalized torture. I don't know how, but there's just all this discussion. So I started going down a little bit of a rabbit hole just in terms of like learning about it for myself, and I found out that there was a McCamey Manor Facebook group. And of course, I didn't get into the Russ's group because I guess I don't like the right horror movies or something. But I did get into the Rejects group. And so I was in the Rejects group, and I don't know, at that time, I didn't know how I felt about McCamey Manor in general. And I definitely didn't know anything about Russ. And so, other than, the Haunters stuff I watched after I joined, but I would ask questions, and I felt like they were logical questions that anybody that was trying to figure out what they believe would ask. And I was given, you're a Kool-Aid drinker, you're in support of Russ, who are you, you know, all that. I'm sure any of you that have asked questions in McCamey Manor Talk or the Rejects page, that's what I got. So after I learned about the talk page, I joined there and I got the same thing. And shortly, I guess I will try not to like drop names, but when I was in, excuse me, my dog's trying to climb on me. Stop, Elijah. When I was in McCamey Manor Talk, one of the admins there posted a video of Russ, or McCamey Manor Presents the SSDU or whatever documentary with Marissa's tour on it. And when I first saw that thing, I had seen that probably 2 days before he posted it. And what he posted was actually his own video, YouTube video, analyzing this video. And when I first saw that video, I knew it was fake. Because, first of all, I'd already learned enough about Russ and the McCamey Manor group to realize that he would never let anything on his channel that he didn't want us to see, right? So, and he starts the whole thing off, other than that awful Purple Rain cover, he starts the whole thing off saying, there's stuff in here I don't want you to see, that I don't. Lindsay!
Lindsay's here?
Yes, Lindsay's here.
Hi.
Oh my God. Thank you.
My
Lindsay.
comments aren't loading.
Lexi. Lindsay.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It won't let me comment.
Lindsay, we're really glad to
Copy
see you
says
here.
you're live.
We
Yes,
should
we are
bring you
very
on
glad
live
to
if
see
you
you.
want, anytime.
Yes, anytime. So where was I? Okay, so it just was fake. So anyways, the admin there, the modder there, he posted this thing where he was taking this SSDU documentary thing as this real proof of all this stuff. And I was kind of refuting that and kind of discrediting him. And so was another person. And he booted and blocked her, and I thought that was wrong. I messaged one of the admin in there, was talking to her, and she had no idea about why that happened, and said he's new and he's kind of like whatever. So anyways, long story short, I was finding in both of those groups, I was not in the truthers group yet, but I was finding in both of those groups that I was getting like either like you're silenced, you're muted, you're told like you're a Russ hater or a Russ supporter if you ask any questions that could be pro Manor or not pro Manor, but you know what I mean, just not anti Russ. And so I started the Revisited group, and I said that I would allow anybody in there and any questions that they want to ask. They don't have fear of being booted unless they start to go like real life, or they're bullying people, or they are, you know what you guys have. If you're in my group, you've read the rules. And and then I found the Truthers page, and I was on the Truthers page when I found Mr. Foz's channel, and I was looking through some stuff because I was still asking questions that were getting me either like, oh, why does that
Alex,
matter?
and I'll answer that in a bit.
Why would I answer, or why would I ask those kind of questions? Why do I need to know that? Why does it matter? I'm a newcomer. I have no knowledge, right? So I started doing my own research. And what I found was that and I'm so sorry, Lindsay and Lexi, I know that you guys have care for this person. And, but this is what I found, and I'm just telling my truth, how it came to be. I found these videos of this leader of this group who is like the face, who I enjoyed that group. I loved that group. Other than, I didn't get answers to a lot of questions, but so I started finding this stuff out about him, and I started questioning, and I started getting messages from people like that were telling me I wasn't wrong and that they agreed with me, but they won't speak out because they don't want to be booted from one of the biggest anti-Russ pages that's actually truly anti-Russ. We all know how we feel about McKamey Manor Talk because we don't know, right? We don't know. We don't know what they are at this point. And I don't know how to explain it. I was just like, if I come in here and I'm new, there's going to be other people that come into this new and don't understand what's going on. And they go research because nobody's answering their questions. And they find the things that I found. It wasn't hard for me to find the things I found. People started messaging me screenshots. People started messaging me, telling me you're right. And then I found out about the nudes. And nowhere did I see it had been addressed. Like nowhere did I see that there was like this thing saying, hey, you might hear some stuff about what happened last year, but I did this, whatever, there was nothing. And so I started asking questions, and I started finding stuff out, and I learned about this original truthers group, and it was long. Okay, let's fast forward. I got into a group chat with a mods and admins from all three groups, MMT, truthers, and my group, and I point blank asked him, Josh, did you post these intimate things? No. He said no. I have posted the chat in there of what he said. He said no. It wasn't me. I was set up. You can go read it. And Lindsay, what specifically? Did I break up?
No, you're still there.
Okay.
She's asking
She's
Lexi
asking.
something
Okay.
in the chat.
Okay. So where was I? Okay. So he point blank denied it. You know, Tammy, you might think it's irrelevant, but at this time he was leading this full force charge against Russ, and there's people that trust him, and the way that he handled himself in that group chat, and it's so much. You could go read it. Lindsay defended him, and I saw why she was defending him. You know, she defended him, and everybody did that was on his side. I didn't understand it, but what I did do was I made a very good connection with Lindsay, even though we butted heads. I made a great connection with Lindsay, and I made a pretty good connection with Nicole, and I really liked the other mods too. I didn't really get to know them as well, but I talked to Lindsay nearly every day. And I thought, okay, I'm just going to back off of this because I don't want to upset Lindsay and stuff unless it comes up again. If it comes up again, if Josh starts acting shady again, then and people start questioning it, I will give what I know. but I agreed to do it. So, but then we have the Mandy C thing, and we have I'm sorry, I shouldn't be looking at comments. So we have the Mandy C thing that happened, with the shower pictures and with all of that, and then people coming out and saying it was faked, and there's just so much stuff that is it just doesn't add up. And I know that this is not anti-Russ. It's not Russ. We're not going after Russ, right? We're not going after Russ. But it's somebody that is leading something, and somebody that these people are following, and he's hurting people that trust him. He is. He said it's just the internet. What does it matter? Like, what does it matter? He says all sorts of things. And so how this all came back, and I'm not going to tell other people's stories, but I was given access to the original Truthers group, and I saw stuff in there that I knew, but I didn't have proof of. I posted this live that Josh did maybe 10 days after he posted those intimate items. The admin log in that group doesn't lie. In all of the month that group was open, the month and 7 days or something like that, not a single post of Josh's was deleted, except for one on January 13th, the day after he posted those intimate things. And when he got on there and he called that person, HS, dumb as a box of rocks. I mean, what else did he call her? Did he call her a dumb bitch? I mean, I'm not, you can go watch it. Just the things that he said. And I realize that it's in the past. I realize that he did it back then, but he said to my, not my face, my text, he said, I didn't do it. I was set up. And he's taken, and then he tells everybody, I've taken accountability for it. I saw the live where he says, I'm sorry to HS, and he says, I apologize for everything that went down last year. And I believe he says, and what we did to each other. What we did to each other. I don't care what she said to him. I don't care any of that. What he did to her is out of bounds. It was not just posted on that group. People saw it. It was passed around. And it's just not, that's not okay. It's not okay. It was from a hard drive that was never supposed to be in the hands of whoever got it. And sure, maybe whoever gave him those videos was setting him up, but he is a grown ass adult. He can say, no, I'm not going to post that. Voices behind the wall. Sasha is my daughter.
I'm on cam so that you can see I'm a real person.
Yeah. and then you can see
the pictures I posted. So that she doesn't have to go live with her face if she doesn't want to.
Pink Dagger, my understanding was he was attempting to blackmail Russ into stopping his
he thought he could get
tour.
Russ to shut down, but it was either if he post that or you shut down, basically.
Yeah,
and he thought that was going to work.
Yeah, I mean that's what it. The proof is there. There's posts where he's like, "Okay, guys, it's in Revisited. Okay, guys, I have to get a website up so that we don't post these on Facebook and get the group shut down, get my profile shut down. Help me make a website where I can release these videos." So it's like, you know what? So I get like, and you know what? I will drop it. I'm not okay. So it's not about me being mad about. I'm upset what he did to her, and we don't know if Andrea, if she is mad at him or not, because she disappeared. She's not part of stuff. She wouldn't. If you watch that live and you look at it with a critical eye, I am not somebody that has to be right. If I'm proven wrong, I will admit I'm wrong. Lexi will probably roll her eyes at that, but it's true. It's true. Maybe not with my kids, but like if like somebody genuinely proves me wrong, I'll accept it. Okay? So if somebody were to if she were to come on here and say, I'm perfectly fine with it, with what happened. I 100% believe, I do believe that Josh was torn up about it. But I don't believe his behavior since has shown him to have grown from it. And sure, what is it, what is it my business? What is it my business? You're right. Except for that I'm a woman. And I see did you hear how he talked to me last night? Oh, well, we call two Lexis. Sasha is Lexi, but let's just call her Sasha. Moonwater is Lexi. Is there another Lexi in here? Are there three Lexi?
No, there's two Lexis as far as I can tell.
Okay, so I'm a woman, and any woman should feel utterly disgusted by what he did and the way he talked about her. And if you look at the live last night, did you hear? I don't care. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt me how he was talking to me last night. It doesn't hurt me at all because I know the truth. I know I'm not 60 plus years old. I know that nobody's got my bikini pictures posting around because that makes me laugh. And I'm sorry if there are bikini pictures of me floating around somewhere.
I didn't get any, so that's messed up.
So please forgive me for your eyesight. If I was confronted with truth, I would like to see it again because I was never confronted with truth. I was added to an admin chat that I was grilled on a pretty regular basis. And my story never changed. The only thing that changed is that I didn't know exactly when Sasha had discovered McCamey Manor and wanted to go. I thought it was before my grandson was born, and she said it wasn't. I also didn't tell the truth, and I told the people that asked me that I would lie if anybody wanted me to reveal who Foz was before he revealed himself. And I told him, I said, you can ask me, but I'm going to lie to you no matter what you ask me. No, Lindsay, the First Truthers is not open. I don't know. We're leaving that up to you. So who's being hurt, Nicole? I mean, you can say it on here, but you should probably be transparent if you want to say it on here. I think Lindsay's been hurt. I think Lexi's been hurt. I think that I know that it's very confusing. But anyway, I will tell you what my plan is. My plan is to, if Josh is leaving, I'm sorry. I should not be reading comments. Okay, I feel if Josh is leaving for good, which, how many times has he said he's going to leave this behind? How many times has he said he's lost everything to this? Right?
Karen joined.
Just leave then. Karen.
Hi, guys.
So, hi.
Hey, Karen.
Hi.
So if oh, you're so cute.
Yeah.
She's so cute. Look at, I'm cute too, my little puppy face. So if I will leave it alone if he's truly gone, and there are not people following him and being hurt by him, because he is not. It's not just HS, and it's not just Lindsay and Lexi. There have been women that have been used by him with the kind of like with this premise of this relationship. And I'm not going to name names, and I know that that's not transparent, but they're not my stories to tell, but I've seen the proof of it. And there are people that were really, really hurt by him. And so people deserve to know who they can trust. They just do. And so if he's not going to be involved in it, then on my group, it won't be posted. However, Foz and I are going to work together to make a YouTube video that is going to tell the story. And then if people want to find it, they can find it. They can look at it. And if they don't, they don't. But people have a right to know. People shouldn't have to go into this so blindly. And there are a lot of people that do not follow blindly. You're not a victim, Lindsay, but he did hurt you. Okay, Nicole, talk to me. I do not hate Josh. I do not have hate in my heart for anybody. But people deserve to know the truth. Mm-hmm. You guys have claimed that I'm going to smear everybody that was ever a part of that page. You guys are smearing my name. Josh came on that live last night and insinuated that I have his address, that I'm going after his woman, that I'm going after Angela, that I'm going after Cadis Silvis.
He insinuated a lot of false truths last night.
He insinuated a lot of false truths. He came at me directly. He said my legal name, my government name, right, Lexi? Oops, Sasha. He said my name. He said my name on that live. So now, do you think that like the hate that I'm going to get isn't relative? But he came. The page goal is to bring. Well, I don't know. You know what, Nicole? Because he says that the original truthers. The original truthers is a doxing museum. He's lying. He is lying. He sat on that thing for almost 2 hours, maybe more than 2 hours, and lied.
You might want to mention that.
Mention what?
Which one? Page?
Oh, what page? We're talking about the original truthers page. The page that was shut down last year. And Josh lied about that too. He lied about how he left willingly, how he gave it to Lindsay. He didn't do that. I can see the admin logs. Because Josh
with what Frank is saying here last night, he left our group because of what Josh was saying. We had no intentions against Kata Silvas. Howie never said anything bad about Kata Silvas at all there, and Josh just put that shit in her mouth. So we lose group members over stupid shit like that.
Yeah, Josh put that in my mouth. But Josh basically said I was coming after Kata Silvas, and he said that Lexi was now connected to bringing Kata Silvas down, or whatever was going after it. Nicole, you do not ever go after me, but I don't know that for sure, because you've been very nice to me in our personal interactions, but then there's some other things I'm hearing. I've never gone after any of you. That's the thing. I haven't. But my name is being smeared, but I've not done anything except for put out the truth. Is Joe Schmo Joe Garcia? Sorry. Joe G, sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I want to address Joe Schmo's question. Can you put it up? Nicole is very respectful. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Joe. The reason that it's okay is because it's not and I truly believe this. I'm not anti-McCamey Manor. I have never been anti-McCamey Manor. What he is doing right now in the manor is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's an extreme obstacle course. What is wrong with McCamey Manor is Russ himself. I wish that Emmy could come on here and tell you her story. She's told her story that she was, as soon as he found out that she was going to Kata Silvas, she was a hater. He called her and he made her cry on the phone and then said, go on cam so I can see you crying. I heard it. She recorded it, so I heard him say, it's just easier to believe you if I see you on video chat or whatever. It's sick. He's a disgusting person, and there's no need for him to involve himself in people's personal lives if this is just a haunt. It's Russ is the problem. Kata Silvas is not the problem. Kata Silvas has a haunt, and they do what they do.
Sorry, Karen.
Is it personalized?
No, I had a phone call. That was me. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, okay.
He's it's not there. It's personal. It's pretty intense. Hey, it's very intense. You can ask questions. Joe. Ask any questions. But that's why I believe that Kata Silvas can do it, and Russ shouldn't. Russ is the problem. MM is not the problem. If people want to go around and crawl around in mud and be covered in doggy doo and flip tires and do mazes and be waterboarded if they want to be, then let them. But don't then become such a big part of their life that you can't separate that. It's a haunt. It's an experience. And that's what's sickening. That's inappropriate. That's what should be stopped. And his SD days, he should be held accountable for. So, okay. You know what, Josh? Go ahead and put that on the screen. I won't shut up about you if I don't want to. The way, I put up some things that were the truth. I didn't say you're a nobody. Did I say you're a nobody? When did I say that? Josh, come on, get on live if you want.
I don't think I could add more than 4 people without a subscription.
Okay. I can go if you want to pull him in. That is not a problem.
You said last night, if I'm not a part of this, you'll shut your mouth.
Nah.
You know what? I did not say that.
He wouldn't bring her on last night. Let her have her talk here.
I said I wouldn't go on live, but you guys wanted me to. I asked to arrange for a live, and Jonathan said no. So that's why we're here today. You said you. Oh, he says he's going to be chill.
Do you want him on? I'll send him a link if you do. But
yeah, I don't.
That's
care.
all up to you.
As long as he doesn't sit there and scream at me and call me names. I've not called. The only thing I've called him is a liar.
If he attempts to do that, and Josh, you attempt to do that, you're getting muted. All right. But I'll send you a link. We're going to Facebook.
You can cuss all you want. I don't care about cussing, but you're not going to attack me or Lindsay. But I will talk to you too. But I will talk to you, and I will ask you questions based on what you said about me last night. You said lies. I never said you were nobody. I said the reason that I have a problem with this is because you have a platform and a channel. So yeah, we'll ask. We'll get you smeared my name last night. I've not smeared your name. I don't know anything personal about you. I've not attacked your girlfriend. I don't have your address. Yes, but Josh, the last time I messaged you, you left it, you muted me or whatever. You don't need to apologize to me. I am not at all affected by it. At all. Except for that, like, there are people that trust me, that have trusted me through this whole thing. And I'm not blocked because I can still reply to your messages. They just don't get delivered.
Right. It's muted or ignored.
It's still a computer and I'm trying to load up Facebook.
Well, Joe, I want to finish what I was talking about. Hey, Elijah, come here, lay down. I was talking to Joe about San Diego was personal. San Diego, he should be held accountable for. Trying to load in a while
because the StreamYard is slowing down my computer.
Okay. San
Lindsay,
Diego
the live was on the Truthers YouTube last night.
It was. I think Russ should be held accountable for that, and I think the actors should be too. And that makes a lot of people mad, but they knew what they were doing. You don't beat somebody up in a van, punch people in the face, and that's not assault. I don't care what they sign up for. You sign up for stuff, but you don't. You can give somebody hell without beating them up. You can without punching them in the face. You can cutting their hair off. I don't even think fish hooking is that bad. I don't think the waterboarding is that bad because it's not truly. It's a simulated waterboarding. And a lot of it's a mind fuck. But putting somebody in the back of a van and just beating on them,
they don't let you revoke consent.
Right, and they don't let
Sasha,
you revoke
are you able to send that link that your mom sent you over to Josh Owens?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Is there anything here?
Okay, hold on.
I have no idea, Joe, if Russ is good with hypnosis at all. Jonathan?
I'd have to find Josh on Facebook.
Jonathan, I'm perfectly fine with the back and forth stopping, but Josh said some lies about me last night. Lies about me. Nothing that I have said has been a lie. It's all come from the stuff that I've seen and stuff that I can provide. You don't have me blocked. You have me ignored, Josh. I can send it to you.
I think I could try as well.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, Tiffany, I agree. People went into it thinking it was, and then I have to say that like, there are people. I understand the drive behind people to want to do these things. I understand the drive behind them. They come from a place of pain.
Hold on, Josh, I sent it to you. It would be in your others folder.
No, I've never seen footage no one has seen, Joe. I don't. Everything I've seen has been available to everybody else. So if you want to send it to me, I would like to see it. But anyway, so I understand what they're looking for. One thing that I had, Josh went on a live with Frank C, and they talked a lot about the need to like find this strength inside of yourself, and knowing that if you could beat this, if you could do this, if you could survive this, that nothing would kill you, you know, or that if losing somebody very meaningful to you, if you could survive that, then you could survive anything. And I get that mentality. And so I get that people are seeking something very extreme, like jumping out of planes, like, you know, like MMA. Like there's all sorts of things that people do that put themselves in imminent danger. And they say, I know the risk. But what Russ was doing in San Diego was not okay because it was never consistent. There was no medical staff there in case something went wrong. I don't know, Joe. I don't know. I mean, I've read that, yes, but I don't know. What? Russ's dad. What? I don't know. Anyways, so Joe, I don't know. I've heard that rumor, yes, but I don't know. I'm not an authority on this. You've got to understand. I am not an authority. I am. Okay. You didn't do anything, Lindsay. I mean, you wanted someone to see the truth. And I have posted minuscule amounts. Uh-oh. Oh,
I'm not here to cut nobody off. Holly, you were in the middle of a sentence. Please finish your sentence.
Okay.
I'm not going to cut you off.
I can't see the chat now. What happened to my chat? Am I still connected? Because it's like weird.
Still
okay,
there.
so you're gonna have to put up questions, Foz, because I can't see the. Oh, now I see it. Okay, so I was just saying that I'm not an expert on this. That I'm learning about this just as I go. But so I don't know about Russ's dad, and I don't know about any of that. Lindsay, I have put out minuscule things compared to what is in that group that I could put out, and I won't. I was, you know, and Josh, I don't know if this is coming from you. I don't know where it's coming from, but I saw the words from a person on your team saying that I am going to smear everybody that was ever in that group. That's the words. That's like trying to get Lexi to feel guilty about me having. Wait, I'm. Don't.
Sorry, I got a bad habit. Please finish.
Okay, I have no intention of smearing anybody's name. Your name is not being smeared. I don't have your address, Josh. I don't bug your girlfriend, Josh. I don't bug anybody. I don't message anybody. Everybody that's ever that I'm in contact with has messaged me first. I don't message anybody. I don't look anybody up. In fact, your team looked me up. Somebody's posting pictures or passing pictures of me in a bikini, right? That true? Because none of your mod chat people will admit that. So you said that last night. My stupid ass. People are posting passing pictures around of my stupid ass in a bikini. Is that true?
I didn't say anybody was passing it. If I said somebody was passing it around, and honestly, I'm not going to sit here and say who did it, because to be honest, this whole thing is stupid as fuck. That whole live last night that happened should have happened. And this is something that I didn't think about at the time because I was just pissed the fuck off. This should have been done privately. Like, we could do this whole live YouTube thing. We could have had a whole 6-panel person sitting here with Jonathan that could have anybody on here, as many people or whatever. We could have done this privately with everybody involved in this shit and it not be uploaded on YouTube. Your followers not involved. Jonathan's followers not involved.
But who went live with it? Not Holly.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. It was a shitty decision because I told Jonathan, like, dude, if you ever have believed some shit that has came out of my mouth, I'm coming on here and I'm going to be civil and I'm going to tell you the God honest truth about everything, because to be honest, this shit is stupid. Ain't nobody going to shut Russ down except for Russ. It don't matter what you post about him. It don't matter if his daughter, his brother, his son, his mother, his cousin comes on here. Y'all are going to keep doing this process for a long time. And poor Jonathan McCray, he is already going through the same shit that I went through last year. Does the shit in that group that you have that was given to you, did I give it to Lindsay? No.
You lied about that.
Like, I did not give that group to Lindsay. When she got that group from quote unquote Mindy Black, whoever the fuck you are, she gave me admin rights to it, and I left her in there as a fucking admin to let her make this museum for Paula, Priscilla, and Angel. And motherfucker, you can get on here and lie in the comments if you want to, but that's what it turned into. And maybe if I'm thinking about the wrong group, my bad. But, you know, I got kicked out of there because I archived truthers, so I didn't belong in her group that she's saying all this shit about people. Did I spark mass paranoia in people because of issues that me and Paula and Priscilla and Angel or whoever the fuck had against each other? Yes, I did. And that is the problem with this McCamey Manor shit, because there is no such thing as a personal issue. Every personal issue that you yourself will have with somebody, or Mr. Somebody up here has with somebody, or these two people, I don't even know who the fuck you are, or anybody in the comments, it is always going to go public. It is always this is not about Russ anymore. It's about fucking drama. Like, if you're worried about shutting Russ down, what the fuck does something that I've owned up to 100,000 times have to do?
Let's go. Let's stop.
With Russ?
Let me say. Let me address it, because you weren't here. You were not here when I addressed this part, Josh. I point blank came to you in that group chat that I was added to, and I asked you, did you do this? And I'm not going to say what it is you did, because we all know, and if they don't know, eventually they'll know. And you said, no, I was set up. That's what you said to me. And then you called me a liar, that you said you did not say that. Last night you called me a liar. I am not a liar. If there's anything that I am, it is I am not a liar. And you have lied multiple times. Last night, you said I was confronted with truth. You said I was fake. You said I could not prove who I am. Over and over and over. You called me an asshole and a bitch. And I also
called you a chicken head, and I'm sorry for that.
I was going to get to that one. My personal favorite.
It was my personal favorite as well, and I'm sorry.
What, me being 60?
And I talk shit to people. I'm a 26-year-old dude. I talk shit to people.
It doesn't matter.
She should
My
be
daughter
able
is
to respond, not just shut her up.
Well, your daughter is also not myself, and she doesn't deal with the things that I've dealt with for the past few years. So don't think that I should act a certain way.
2 years is the maximum amount of time. And that's the other thing. You sit there and say, I mean, the way that you exaggerate everything, Josh, is just like, it is so to make you look like this either this really sympathetic character or this person that's been you keep saying, oh, I've lost everything. So if you've lost everything, why don't you just leave? I mean,
that's what I'm trying to finally do. Okay, put this in
Sixth
perspective.
time,
Like,
seventh
please,
time?
if you, whoever. Okay, so yes, I've unarchived and archived the stuff fucking Facebook group. I'm not worried about some fucking Facebook group, child. So let me talk to Holly. I don't care to talk to anybody else in this chat except for Mr. Foz and Holly. Because I feel like this is a solvable fucking situation. And I understand why you feel the way you do about certain things. I understand that. So I was out of line last night when I was talking about you. I did call you these names. And in hindsight, there was a better way that whole thing could have been handled. But I put certain people in a position because I'm hot-headed as fuck. I'm so tired of this fucking crap that I said, hey, this is going to happen with or without you. I'm going to do it in your group. I'm going to do it in my group. So it could have been a lot worse. And I apologize. I put Jonathan, and you can be Team Jonathan. You can be Team Truthers. You can be Team Foz, Holly, whatever. There's no such thing as Team Josh. Team Josh is fucked up. Team Josh don't know how to do this. Team Josh seems to be a problem. So Team Josh ain't going to be here no more. So you can keep talking about me. You can keep bringing up mistakes I have made in the past. I have owned my fucking mistakes. Have I put people's personal fucking screenshots and told 100% truth about certain things that have happened with certain people that I know Holly knows about? I will never put that shit public. If they want to do that shit and make themselves look like just as much of an asshole, that's fine. But there's no reason for that. If this is a McCamey Manor exposed, whatever, going forward, you're worried about Russ, I promise you, I'm done with this shit. It is stupid. It'll never be over. It is a cycle with new faces forever and ever. Have I fucked up? Yes, I have. Did I do dumb shit back when I was fucking addicted to fucking opiates and shit and drinking alcohol from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed? Yes, I did. But was I 100% honest whenever I built this relationship with Carol and got this one-time interview? Was I 100% honest with a certain someone else that came on and did an interview with me? Yes, I was. The stuff they confided in me and I confided in them was fucking true. I have made questionable fucking decisions, and I have been put in fucking decisions or in situations to where I made a bad fucking choice, dude. Like, I'm trying to own up to all this shit. I want to be left alone. Like, I don't care about this shit anymore. I'm trying to own up to all this shit. So even if I'm not involved anymore, like, people like this revisited group and this other group that was made with whoever can go forwards in peace and stop talking about me. Like I'm not saying, and like, I'm sorry if I accused you that you're the one who sent my girlfriend this message. Like, dude, I am running on rage. And anybody that has been involved with me knows I have been begging since before Christmas to leave me alone. I don't want to do this shit anymore. And people are going to judge people such as Paula Vasquez and Priscilla and whoever is in here. They're going to judge people on what I say or my opinions because nobody knows the truth. We're going on screenshots. We're going on shit we see in this group. We're going on this and this and this and saying it's the truth because you feel like it is the truth. You are no different. You are no different. You see these things, you make your own truth, and that is the truth. And no. I do have a controversial fucking past. I have done shit. The shit that I did to Holly Saylor is fucked up. It is fucked up, and I have admitted it. And if you want to act like my apology to her on that Ron Swanson's podcast or YouTube thing was fake, that's not cool.
I didn't say it was fake. I didn't say that, Josh.
Well, it wasn't. I had no fucking way to contact Holly. I have scars all over my motherfucking shit. I paid for my sins. I fucked up. Somebody that other people that you know what? I'm not even about to get on here and do that because that is just putting Holly in. Like, I'm not about to sit here and do that. I will say that what was posted up, you have seen what was posted, but what you don't see.
No, I haven't. It was deleted.
That's right. That's right. Because it was deleted within 5 minutes.
No, it was deleted within. No, it was deleted within a day.
Okay, so it was deleted within a day. My bad. I'm sorry.
But it was also passed around.
If No, okay. I don't know nothing about that. Like, and the only person, okay, actually, hold on. Fucking
You
brain
said last
fart.
night.
No. Give me a second. The only person that I personally ever sent that shit to, a teaser or anything, the only person that ever got it from me was Mandy fucking Vasquez. And that's a name you know. And that motherfucker right there, boy, is a joke. Because I started talking to her. No. If you want the truth,
You're
right?
not going to badmouth her. She's not
No.
I'm
here.
not bad
No, but let's
mouthing
not
nobody.
name
I'm
call.
telling the truth about
Yeah.
an actual
She's not
message
here.
that happens. I'm not here to badmouth nobody. That is the only person I ever sent proof to because she was calling my bluff that I didn't have it. And she blackmailed the shit out of me. And she's posted screenshots of my motherfucking shower pictures and all kind of shit that she has made a whole mess for me. And I don't give a fuck whether she's here or not. I'm telling the truth. And she's not brave enough to show the end of our conversation to where she told me that if I didn't do this, I should delete this group or I should do this. That's fine. If she never wants to own up to that, you can hate me and tell me I'm a liar. But I don't have that chat anymore.
But we're not gonna talk about her because she's not here.
But
She's
I
not
did.
here, and I would like to not
did.
talk about
The
HS
stuff that was
directly.
okay. So let me swing back. The stuff that was posted in that group about Holly, it was discussed in a moderator chat. As you know, any group you have a fucking moderator chat. It was discussed in there. Certain ones agreed, certain ones did not. Certain ones, and if unless somebody still has access to that group, and if I can remember the name of it, I can go screen record or whatever you want out of it. I just don't remember what it's called. So, because if you leave a group chat, you can still search it and see what was in there until the time you left.
Right.
And I think everybody in here knows that. So, there were people that agreed to say, hey, let's put this out. And it was supposed to be edited. And it was supposed to not be what it was. I did not proofread what was put out.
And
It's not falsified. Like, what
that's
I
what
did
I'm
is
asking.
what I
What do you
did.
mean by edited?
It was supposed to be censored. Let me rephrase that.
Thank
the
you.
video
Okay,
itself
thank
was
you.
supposed to be censored. I did not look at the video before I posted it, and I'm a bonehead for doing that. And even after I realized my mistake, it did stay up for a little bit. And there were posts made in that group saying, hey, if you're not okay with this and this and this and this, then you don't watch it or get the fuck out. But there are people that were in that group chat that are acting innocent that agreed to it. And then when it was posted, I don't know if they just didn't know the full severity, but they had a whole video call. They seen everything that was going to be posted. So I don't understand.
That's true.
I don't
It was
understand
not
why I'm
a
the
single
scapegoat.
person.
Did
No,
I make the
you
ultimate
did post
decision
it,
to
but it
post
was
it? Yeah.
a misguided group effort. Multiple people. Yeah.
Yes. And there
Right,
are
okay,
people
but
that
Josh, let me address something. So but you are an individual person. You are.
right.
And you posted that under your name.
I did.
But that's the issue there. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could have said no. You were the
You're
leader
right.
of that
I
group.
could have.
I don't care if it was a mind hive, and those people should be held responsible too. But then you got on like 12
Push
days
the
later,
button
10
pretty
days
much.
later,
Yeah.
and you made a live on January 24th of 2019, a year ago, not back when you're early 20s, not over 2 years ago, like you like to exaggerate time. A year ago.
No, let's just
okay?
hold on.
Okay,
This is
a
kind
year
of the
and a
inside
week
thing.
ago. But hold on.
My sense of time sucks. I hope everybody in here knows that.
But I have
Mine
the
does
date.
too.
January 24th, 2019. You said you called her dumb as a box of rocks. I think that you used did he use the word retarded? I don't know. You were shit talking, and all those people were shit talking her like it was disgusting. It was disgusting.
Sorry, not sorry, all that. Yeah.
And you did not. This is my thing. And if you're doing it here right now, great. But listen to me. You said to her, I wish I could go back and find that live right now and get your exact words, that you guys did stuff to each other. You guys did. You're sorry how that all went down. What I was trying to explain to you in that group chat is that there are going to be people that come into this group, into this thing, brand new people that come into this thing, right? Not knowing anything, like me. And they go and do research for themselves because nobody's giving them straight answers about shit. So I find a video of Josh in an upside down neck brace, and I want to question it, and it's like, oh wait, yeah, you know, they just
I'm sorry, I love that still.
Everybody,
I love that video too because you know
we all
what?
laughed together on that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
stop.
Yes.
So everybody puts it off like, oh. But there's people, you guys laugh at it because it's this inside thing. But there's people that are like, hey, this guy's a liar, but he's the face of this movement. If you're not going to be the face of the movement anymore, then I guess it doesn't matter, right? But if you continue to come back and people ask you, so what I said to you, and I tried to help you get ahead of it, because there's people that are going to find that, Josh, and they're going to hear about it, and they're going to come back and they're going to say, well, what about this dude? Because they're following you. And yes, it does matter. It does matter because people trust you. And that's the thing. It does matter. You can shake your head all you want.
No, I
but that was
understand
my
exactly
point.
what
That
the
was
fuck
my
you're talking
point. And
about.
I was told, you were said, oh, he's apologized for it. He's apologized for it. But you've never owned it. You said to me, I didn't do it.
Okay. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure I said in my actual one and only YouTube video I've ever done on my only channel that I did say that whole thing was set up by multiple people. Multiple
told me
people were in
JG.
when I put that
one person.
Who?
You gave me the one person's name that set you up.
You said JG?
JG.
Initials,
Joe
yeah.
G.
Oh. Are you sure you're not confused with with another?
I have it.
This is something that I don't want to talk about publicly because then because that's like a serious. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? Fine.
Yeah.
You know what?
No.
JG. The only involvement JG ever had with me was with the HD. Okay, that's the only involvement. And so
you
if
told
anybody
me you gave him a platform.
Yes,
you told
I
me
gave
you
him
gave
a
him a platform, but you
yes, I
posted
did.
it.
Yes, I did. I didn't know who the fuck JG was when he came into my life, but I know what he had, and I knew that he brought. And it was awfully convenient that he waited a long time to even tell us about Kay Silvas, because if you go back in that group, whenever I made the group about Kay Silvas, I was like, yo, this is the end all be all. Like, this is what's going on. This is the end game. This is what he's hiding. I thought when we found Kay Silvas, like, holy fuck. Like, I thought that was it. Wrong. And then I learned about the HD. And then I learned about what's on this HD. And then I learned about that certain people that got HDs got certain stuff from the HD, but they don't have all of it. The only person
So there are multiple copies of the hard drive that aren't the same.
I do think so. Personal opinion, I do think there are personal stuff because there is things that I seen that I did not see or that other people cannot confirm. And that's where all this dissension comes from. Like,
and yes, he pushed the damn button, but everyone there was a lot of chatter. Everyone was conspiring how to post that crap.
Hey, would you put Carrie Sue's comment up, Foz? Carrie Sue? Lexi's a stranger, a relative stranger. I think Lindsay got to know me pretty damn well. I think Lindsay knows that she can trust me. Yeah. The one that says I angrily deleted phone numbers.
Because, like, Holly, like, this is something I need to say to you as person to person. After speaking to you in this live, we have never spoke on an audio. We've never video chatted. And I am sorry I blocked you. Have I been doing this for a year or 2 years or whatever my island time means? I become paranoid of people. When somebody new shows up on the scene and your profile picture is a fucking Bitmoji and all this.
You can look on my profile and there's featured photos with me in it.
To be honest with you, I don't give a fuck enough to look into shit like that. Like, I'm here to focus on Russ. And did I focus on Holly for a half a second? Yes, I did.
Almost 2 hours. Longer than that, Josh. People know
I don't understand why
about me.
But the thing
it doesn't bother me. I don't care. I don't care whether people know personal stuff about me. I don't care. I am who I say I am, but you lied on that live last night about me. You said I was coming after Kata Silvis. You said that I was confronted with truths.
Yeah.
If you're not involved with who's coming after Kata Silvis, then I apologize for saying that.
Yeah, I'm not involved with any of that.
But is anyone really even doing that? I mean,
I can't even damn talk. Like,
I don't know anybody coming after Kata Silvis.
That's right.
I don't know anything about that.
That's right. But just because you don't know, it doesn't mean it's not true. There's certain people that say certain things to certain people, just like.
But you put that out there like it was truth that I was coming after Kata Silvis.
Because
just like Witness Silvis thinks I got an issue with him for having one video on my page.
And Mr. Foz, while you're on here, I don't know what the fuck your beef is with me, but I don't have you show up in my suggested friends. I sent you a message on Facebook. I've never blocked you, dog, so stop saying that. I don't know who you are.
You blocked my real profile. You said you know my real name. You blocked my real profile. You don't need to be doxing my real name on my YouTube here.
Yeah, you called.
But you said my name last night. You know my name.
Right.
We could have a talk outside of here.
Yeah. You guys have
and we totally should.
There is no actual personal beef like you think. Just like in the beginning, everybody thought I had some ultimate motive for making this YouTube channel, but really it wasn't. My first video was to put up Justin Wolfstar's tour because that kid was full of shit telling everybody he crushed his challenges. So I was like, all right, I got his video. Let me put it on a YouTube. And then I found you in a neck brace, and I'm like, how's this dude lying to everybody, telling them this and that? And that's when I put your shit up, and everybody caused the big scene.
Okay, so let me say this in front of
I had your mods all basically trying to find out who I was, messaging me on every account I had, finding me. So I made other accounts to join everything when I got blocked.
You don't have to put that out there. I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. There's no need to put that out there unless you want to. I won't cut you off if you want to put it out there.
I'm just putting a general statement on there. Just putting a general statement on there because people here in the chat have been wondering who I am, like Pink Dagger. Yeah, Josh Colvin's not my real name, but.
And I'm sorry. I personally apologize. I put 3 names out there, 3 first names on you. Like I
you also put my full name out there.
What?
You also
said
put my full name
first and last name, which I don't think is right. You shouldn't be using first and last names on somebody's YouTube live like that, like Holly's.
Yeah. So I apologize. I'm sorry. Last night I was pissed the fuck off. I like it. Just sucks that every time I say I'm done, somebody makes a video about me. And like I understand, like I have done questionable things. There is things that I have put myself in a situation where people think that they need answers for. Dude, I am not this quote unquote habitual liar. I'm not this evil person. I'm like, have I fucked up? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. That neck brace shit, that was the fuck Russ over from the start. And there are certain people that I don't feel comfortable name dropping without the permission. But there's 2 others that knew exactly what the fuck I was doing. And did I lie about it at the time?
But I want to ask you something legit off topic about that neck brace. Did you know you had it upside down at the time?
No, I don't think.
Was that an honest mistake, or was that
hilarious?
I got on that shit, thought like, man, these motherfuckers gonna believe the hell out of me. Yes, I did, but it was planned within 3 people going forwards, and I will own that shit because that was literally just meant to fuck Russ over. It was not meant. Did I have a plan when I made that video to come make this group and to start this YouTube and all this and that? And you can look back. You can look back for as long as I've never ever made a YouTube. I've never talked about this and that. Like, have I talked about making Truthers t-shirts and this and that before? And have we had internal chats about what charity it would be donated or who would take it because somebody's hurting in a certain way? Yes, we did. And if that's fucking a problem for some people, then whatever. Like no t-shirts were ever made. Nobody ever got any money. Nobody ever. And if people are truly hurt over the fact that I was fucking with Russ and had a neck brace upside down, and you want to judge my whole character because of that,
no,
that's on
it's
you,
not. It's not
like,
just
really.
that. It's definitely not just that. It's a
I didn't
culmination
judge your
of
whole
things.
character off of that.
No, it's a culmination of things, And then but you came on last night, so I have a question, and Jonathan's here, so I can ask and maybe Jonathan can answer this. You guys, before I commented last night in that live, you guys don't know I'm there, correct?
Right.
Okay. So before I commented, there were statements made that my group is perpetuating rumors against Karen. Okay? That my group is perpetuating these rumors. Jonathan, you said that. You said, and you almost said my name, but then you said, oh, I'm not going to do that. But you said that my group was perpetuating these rumors. My group is not perpetuating any rumors. Angela brought the Taryn rumor into my group. Well, okay, I brought it in via Angel's Live, okay? So, but Angela perpetuated all the way through that. So you guys made this video, this scheduled live last night, right? You made the scheduled live. It was going to be all about how you're going to squash the beef and end the drama. Nobody invited me. Nobody wanted to talk to me. Not until I got in there and you started screaming at me. Did anybody even want to talk to me? I have members in my group that are not in truthers. I have members in my group that believe in what I say. And it's not just because of not just what I say about you, but that because they're a little bit maybe disenfranchised by you, Josh, because they see the truth because of your lives where you say it's all over, I'm done, I'm not doing this anymore, and people beg you to stay, so you stay. I mean, it's like so disingenuous that it's like I don't know how people don't see it, but if you're done, you're done, and good on you, because like seriously, you probably should be. But let me finish. Why was that, Jonathan, or Josh? Why was it that you guys started that saying two things? My group and Mrs. LH were the shit stirrers here, but neither of us were there to defend ourselves.
Okay.
Why is that okay?
I do think that Jonathan needs to be on here, and I do think that if he has sent a link, he will join in here. But before he does that,
am I able to add 6 people without a subscription?
Yes,
I have to
sir.
go. I've got to leave, so I'm going to leave right now anyway. Bye,
Karen,
everybody.
we're
You
gonna
can
do
pick up
this
my
again.
spot.
Thank you so much, Karen.
Yeah, no worries. But I'm out.
All right,
Thank
bye,
you.
Karen.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Wait, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Please.
So
Sorry.
I know that you
It's
said that like you keep getting dragged into it and stuff. But like I think that the point of this live today wasn't like to drag you back into it. It was just so she could kind of get her story out there. And
That's
I
right.
just wanted to let you know.
You're exactly correct. I said
you
shit about her last night that she had no choice. I put her in a situation last night to where she had to do this video. We did it without her knowing, without Lindsay knowing, without Lexi knowing, without Foz knowing, without you. We just winged it. And it is because I said, and anybody that has been a bit of, and even the ones that are pissed off at me or were pissed off at me, they know I have been trying to get out of this shit for fucking months, man. Like fucking months. But then
walk away. Just walk away.
But the thing is, like, okay, so and if you want to call this me being selfish, this is for your personal opinion to make your opinions on. So I would appreciate it if anybody in this live video and says, hey, you're an asshole for this or you're selfish. If you did something for this long and you thought you were doing the right thing or did that you thought that you tried to own up to the mistakes that you made, do you want to leave it put me in a position, man. Like it was like I either give it to people and leave it and never have access to all this hard work and fucking dedication that I literally lost jobs for. I made the stupid decisions to put it in front of relationships and friendships, and I put so much into this shit. Like, I'm not here to cause drama. I'm not here to spread lies. I was not here to find a girlfriend or whatever the fuck it is that seems like it sucked. Because if I give it into somebody's hands that I literally met off the fucking internet, and these people turn it into something that I never wanted it to be, and my name's attached to it because I started it. Like, I just wanted to archive it, and I wanted them to go start their own thing. Did I think that
So then why didn't you just leave it that way?
Because listen, like, please listen. Jonathan started a YouTube with Truthers Reborn as the brand. He cannot rebrand it without starting a whole nother YouTube, without paying more money for this fucking, or I don't know. He paid money for the StreamYard, I think, not YouTube. He's not making money off the YouTube, to my knowledge.
What?
And lying about it.
No.
But I think exactly. So I think that was my only issue. And there were people that, whether they want to own up to their shit or not, that have done this and started a lot of this shit, and whether you want to be unbiased or whatever you want to be, there are people in here that made it seem like if I shut down Truthers, if I took this from them, it was the end of their life. And I am not the only one in here, whether this person wants to speak up or not, that made it seem like I was going to be detrimental to somebody's health moving forwards. But the thing is, I also spent twice as much time as these people did doing this. I wanted it for myself, just in case October next year, Russ McCamey goddamn murders somebody. We have this following. We don't have to start from scratch, and it's untainted.
Yes, okay. But you've got to understand, Josh, if you want that, and you're going to be a part of it, people are going to find out the things about you that I found out, and they're not going to trust you. Do you understand that? And it's going to all come back up again. So it's not about me personally. It's not about you needing to apologize to me or any of that. It's about the fact that if, God forbid, in October, it's going to come back. McCamey Manor, when you Google the most haunted house in America, McCamey Manor is right up there. I'm hoping that changes. Okay? I'm hoping next October there's not this onrush of people. I love everybody that I've met in here, and it would suck for my group to die. But for my group to die would mean, for your group to die would mean Russ was irrelevant, right? And that would be perfect. However, if October comes and there's an influx of people coming in, and somebody like me comes in, there's a lot of people like me in these groups, Josh. They just won't speak up, okay? And so if they do, and they come and they say, there's this, you're the face of it because you come back in October to lead the charge again, and they find out the things that I found out, and then I was silenced. I was booted from Truthers. 3 times booted from Truthers. But I was booted from Truthers for speaking my mind on my page. I was just booted from Truthers for speaking my mind on my page again. Okay? So
Not by me.
if okay, hold on. If this happens, and it comes back up, it's going to become about you again. It's going to. This happened in January of last year, right? This happened in January. You've only had one cycle of the October influx, right? This next October coming up, it's going to happen again. Those videos out there of you, there's stuff, there's stories out there of you. People are going to come. People are going to hear about it in McCamey Manor. People are going to hear about it on YouTube. People are going to hear about it, okay? And then what happens is you create more people like me who don't like Russ, but don't trust you. Okay? If you look confused. If you are the face of something, and this is the responsibility you take. You either are out of it, or you're the face of it. You can't just be half-assed about it. These people trust you. People are passionate about it. People are hurt. Not by you. I mean, there are people hurt by you, but people come into this thing hurt by Russ. Right? Right? They need to be able to trust the people that they are confiding in. That's the thing. Because if I'm going to say, if my daughter had gone to McCamey Manor and she'd become victimized by Russ, and she came to you and she found out later on, after she trusted you, what you did to HS, she would be devastated. I would be devastated that I put any trust into you. Do you understand? Maybe not all women feel like this. Well, clearly, not all women feel like this because you've got a lot of women backing you. For what reason, I don't know. because of what you did. I would not back you. I would not back you. I couldn't be your friend. Okay, I can civilly get along with you and be a part of a movement with you, but I won't be your friend. And unless you come clean and take accountability for it, if you're gonna be a part of this thing, then you shouldn't be a part of this thing. You shouldn't be, because you did some shitty things. And yes, you apologize, but the people coming in next October are not going to know that, because you guys try to shush people. You try to push it under the rug. It's the truth. I was
Oh,
silenced when I started questioning it. Go ahead, Jonathan.
I see
Your name is
comments.
still Error.
Okay. Yeah, I did that.
Okay.
I have not booted anybody. I didn't boot Lexi, and I didn't boot you. The way they wanted to do things, and I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. They wanted to vote on whoever gets to stay, who gets to come in, whatever. This just happened
No.
with. Okay, it started with Chris. All right, when Chris wanted to come into the group as an alt account, Chris that has another business proposition that he's working on, doesn't want to be in the drama. It all of a sudden come up that we needed to vote on these major decisions about who joins the group, and I'm like, okay,
I was already part of the
well,
group at that time.
so that's how it started. Well, I let Chris in under his alt, and it started a shitstorm, and Josh archived the group because of that shitstorm, because I made a decision to let him in because I talked to him on the phone for 3 hours.
I did not archive that group because of anything that you did.
No, that
dude,
I mean,
I didn't know about. Don't put that in her head. Hell no.
No, it happened right after that happened because they started bickering back and forth about the rules, like making these rules that we were going to put on people. And it was like, no, we can't do, this shit with rules and putting rules on people. And, it's just not. So it started bickering between the mods and who agreed with rules, who didn't agree with rules. So whatever caused the group to be archived was shortly after that happened. All right. But it was a big stink about Chris being let in. And I didn't understand it. So then we decided, well, we'll vote on whoever gets to join or whatever. Okay, fine. So that's how these people get booted because, like, I'm outnumbered. Like, there was more.
See, okay, Jonathan, you're feeding me. You're blowing a lot of smoke up my ass, because
Really?
I was in the group. I was not asking to join. I have not asked to join since I was booted. I was just booted the other day.
Yeah, like that was voted on too. That's what
Really,
I'm
because
saying.
all the people I asked,
They probably said no.
they had no idea. But then
I
when
didn't
I
know.
asked
One
to
thing you're going to
rejoin,
have to understand is a lot of people are going to lie to you to make one person a fucking scapegoat.
yeah.
And
Well,
there's
I will tell
somebody
you,
else
Lindsay
that-
was not a mod in that thing when I was booted. So you can't make Lindsay a scapegoat about this.
I'm
I don't
not
know.
worried about fucking Lindsay. What she does with her life is her goddamn problem. I'm
Like-
sitting here trying to settle our differences. I ain't worried about her. She can do what she needs to do.
After last night, when this was over, like there was 3 people left in the group to run
Yeah.
it, and it was me and Josh and one more.
No,
And let's
I know.
clarify that. It was left to you and Nicole. I don't run that group. I'm not part of your mod chats. You tell me, you know that I get mad and do things. You tell me don't add this person as an admin. That's the extent. You give me warnings. Don't do this. You give me heads up that this is what you're doing with the group. It's not my group. I'm not involved. I'm just there so it's not taken from you. Please, dude. Like, tell them the truth. I'm not involved with the shit.
Josh is not even in a mod chat, but if you want to know the facts, that's the facts. Because when I seen the chat talking about booting you because of what was posted in the group, in your group, I was like, well, she didn't boot me. I mean, I don't. So we're not posting like top secret information. I don't care who's in the group, but I'm outnumbered because there's more.
Okay, so then when all these women that are telling me I have no problem with you, Ollie, I have no problem with you, but we voted and the majority of the people don't want you back in.
I'll look right now.
It's because of it is because of my group and what I posted in there. I have never once, not one single time, have I said anything disrespectful to you, Josh, in your group. I've not called you names. I've not done any of that. I've never disrespected anybody in your group ever. Okay, not your group. truthers. Okay, I'll fix that. I've not made fun of a survivor. I mean, I've watched you guys make fun of people, and I have called you out on it. Okay, so you know that I'm not disrespectful. You all know that. You booted me because of my group. You booted me because of what I was posting. That's what you booted me for. And then everybody's like, I don't know. Yeah, Lindsay, nobody was worried about you, Lindsay. Nobody was worried about you. Tia, I'm aggressive. I'm not passive. So, Tia, I will also tell you, people will know who Holly is. Not me. But people will know in 2018 because it's out there. The Surviving Life series is out there. People will know. If it was not relevant this year, then why do I know?
So I got two personal questions for you that I need answered for myself because I don't know who the fuck you are. You're not cutting the camera on. Neither is Mr. Foz up here. So
why do I need to cut the camera on?
I don't need you to cut your
okay
fucking
with
camera
Angel?
on. To be
You're
honest,
okay with
I
Angela
don't.
about it?
Hey, shut up. Like seriously,
Don't you tell me to
talk.
shut up.
I'm letting you talk. Please just let me talk.
Don't you tell me to shut up. I will.
Okay. Like, please just let me finish. Like, I made the mistake of putting my public... When I started this shit, I did not know that since my public profile was involved, my whole life was going to be under a microscope. Like, have I made decisions that were questionable? Yes. Was Holly Saylor involved in certain shit? Yes, she fucking was.
Stop saying her name.
I don't give a fuck. It's truth. You're talking about true transparency. Don't come on here telling me who I can name drop. I'm not name dropping nobody that you don't need to know about and that you don't already know about. She is innocent, and the fact that I'm on here having to apologize about shit that I've already apologized for.
Oh my God.
See? I can't talk. You know what?
Yes, you
fuck
can.
This shit.
Okay. Bye-bye. If you want to leave, bye. I said I don't need you to apologize. I need you to be accountable to people if you're going to be in this. All right. You can leave. Do you understand that, Jonathan? Do you understand that?
I just don't want no part of this shit. I don't want. There's nothing like this about me anywhere. I don't do. I mean, I don't have this huge history of, being malicious on the internet. You were removed on January 26th at 1:38 p.m. by Josh.
Yep, because of my group.
So like I said, I didn't have no decision in that. I don't have nothing against you. I don't want nothing against you. I don't want to start shit.
Okay.
I'm not trying to stir anything.
I don't have anything against you either. Can I,
None of us have any issue with you.
Can you put Tia M's? Yeah. Can you put Tia M's comment up on the? I would like to address her directly because she keeps saying things that I would like to address directly.
This one?
Tia M that says something about me owning up to something. Okay, Tia, can I please speak to Tia directly? You find it hypocritical that Josh is the only one who needs to constantly apologize. Yeah, Holly doesn't. She attacked his character also. Follow your own advice and own up to it. I have literally said I have a problem with Josh and the way he handles himself. That is owning up to it. That is owning up to it. I have not asked Josh to apologize for shit. Do you not like? I really don't understand how people are not hearing me. I have said I'm over it. I know what I know, but there are going to be people that come into this, and you may believe that they're not going to know who HS is. You may believe that, but they're going to. The stuff is going to come up. There's enough people here that are new that find out stuff. And there's people that find out stuff that are not so new because there's people that have known about this since 2013 that didn't know about the stuff that Josh did. Okay, so I
didn't know that.
So anyways,
my bad. Go ahead.
I want him to own it. Okay, and he says he owns it. But to me, he denied it. Okay, so if people come, I just explained this to Josh. If people come into this next year and don't bring up anything, great. But if they do, if they bring up stuff and they say, hey, I heard this, is that really true? Instead of being shut down and deleted, they should be said yes. It's true we don't talk about it in here, but there's an announcement. There's an announcement in the page. Like you can go look it up, you can read. There's a YouTube video about it, whatever. But we don't talk about it in here, right? Does that not seem like very mature? Doesn't it seem like a grown-up thing to do instead of pushing people away that want to help? Did I not? I mean, Jonathan, I know you helped Melissa and Michael. I brought Michael into our group when you guys denied him. Okay. I've helped, my daughter and I have helped fund Melissa's trip to Katy Silvis. I'm not about not helping people. Okay. I talked to Melissa. You talked to Melissa on the phone, getting her away from Russ. I do not like Russ. I do not want Russ. But people are going to come in, and this, I'm making a point here. People are going to do this same thing next year when this all blows up again. If Josh is the face of this thing, Josh can be nice, or Josh can be part of it, but he needs to own up to it if he's the face.
Yeah, and
he just
like,
does.
I don't want this time next year for me to be in the situation Josh is in and dealing with,
You
because
won't have to, because if you're the face of it, you don't have that tied to you.
Like, look, you see, like, I don't go unshaven, and I've been sitting here for days, like day and night, and it's so consuming in my life. Like, I got like, damn, it's 4:30. I got to be at the fire department and teach a class in like 45 minutes. And I mean, my wife's getting fed up with it. I mean, because I'm here all the time dealing with something. I mean, there's always something. And I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to keep putting out fires.
So how about this? Instead of everybody pandering to Josh's feelings and Josh's whatever, like, we move on with the people that are actually trying to, I mean, I don't believe that Josh is a inherently bad person. I think he has a lot of growing up to do. And he has there's just whatever. I have my personal feelings about him.
And I've told him,
anybody.
He does
Nicole
not
says I hate him. I don't hate him.
He does not. He doesn't act well on like spur of the moment shit. And that live yesterday, I told him that shouldn't have happened. That we shouldn't have done that shit. It was a mistake. It was 5 minutes of planning, and I was like, "Yeah, we need to get this shit done because I can't keep sitting here. Like I'm not sitting here all night." And then wound up with that mess. So
right. Josh is the original. Tammy Baker says Josh is the original. So Josh is the face of this thing. That's what I'm trying to say, Tia. The past is in the past. And so we deal with it. We squash it. I get I get what I hear and everything like that. But in October, it comes around and there's new people that discover it.
And last night, I don't think that anyone else was disrespectful besides Josh.
That's right.
At all.
I mean, I felt really disrespected that you, Jonathan, said in the beginning of that live that there was a group that was perpetrating these rumors against Taryn.
Yeah, and I mean, and because I've seen, like, I've talked to Taryn, like I talked to them people like Chris, Taryn, all these people. I know what kind of people they are, and I know that Taryn wouldn't like hide behind a fake profile and.
But you knew I wasn't saying it.
As Taryn showed last night, I'm the one who told him about the rumor because it came at me. So I'm like, "Yo, Taryn, this is coming around." So I showed him screenshots. I showed him Angela saying that in our group. She brought that to Revisited from MMT. They started that in their whole little StreamYard live that they did the first time.
Yeah,
correct.
So that's how that started. I told Lindsay about it. I had told everybody about it, and then it became a good inside joke.
They were addressing a rumor. I don't know. I hadn't seen the whole live that they did. But I do know that, I was confronted about how the live got spread because I put it up with the intent of just the mods and truthers having the link. It was a private link. And I posted it for us to have so they could see it. I had a couple of asked for it. And then it got spread around, and now I mean, y'all got to understand, I took the fall for that because it got spread around. And I mean, it's public.
Here's the thing: the link that Holly shared is the link that I gave her. I had the video myself. and
So, I
uploaded it
mean,
for her. So she shared that. So she didn't. If you had one, she didn't even share that. She shared mine.
yeah, see, I removed it, but I just know it got
Yeah.
shared out, and so I, it's like, hey, that's probably my fault because I was asked to get it, and I put it in a private link because I actually downloaded the video, but I went back and deleted it. So, I mean, I don't. I'm just trying to end this. Like, if I'd have not been, up front or whatever, I'd have said, no, I don't know how it got out. I don't know how the mods saw it. It wasn't me, but I'm not gonna lie.
Right. But I mean, Angela sat there. Angela, it wasn't from you that Foz saw that link. But Angela sat there on your live last night and said Lindsay told her that rumor. Lindsay didn't tell her that rumor. Foz told Lindsay that rumor.
See, I don't know. I don't know how it got started because I can't keep up. Like, half of this shit, I don't.
I like
It is really hard to keep up. Like, it's
Dagger.
hard to keep up with all these rumors and who says what and how because that's why I don't confront that shit.
But you
on
need
the
to,
on the videos.
If you're going to be, you need to. If somebody's saying it on permanent video where it's going to be on your YouTube, you need to. That's a really important thing is you let people have a voice, and if they are saying things that are untrue, you have to deal with it.
Yeah,
if
and
you're going to be this leader,
that's why I've tried to do like videos that don't. This is a touchy subject anyway. So dealing with drama and trying to put it in the past is always going to be somebody didn't get their point across or somebody didn't get to say their part or whatever. It's always going to be. There's never going to be an end to it. And so I've tried to do videos like I uploaded one Monday and it's Russ and not a lot about the contestant, a little bit of what he makes them do at the contract, whatever bullshit, and then a little bit at the end. And it's a 10-minute video from a 2-hour tour, and in the lives, like, I'm not having people on to stir up more shitstorm. I don't want that. I'm not dealing with it. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be that. This is not what this should be about.
I only set this up today so that Holly could clear her name after last night. I don't know. I was out to dinner last night and I didn't even get to see that live until later on. And then I basically see that personal attack against her. And she's been my good friend throughout this whole thing. So
yeah, and
came up from work and figured out how to do this.
I probably should have, offered it, and I'm sorry. I thought I was thinking that not doing it would just end. It would just end. Like, y'all needed to talk private, not.
But he won't
YouTube.
talk to me private. I've tried.
Yeah,
I've tried to come to him. He won't talk to me private.
And that's going to be on him being young and hard-headed and stubborn. He knows. I told him that. Like, dude, I told him before the video not to say your name. I mean, I told him.
Oh yeah, he really respects you, huh? Yeah.
No, but I would tell you, I don't believe that you thought about and that you thought that you should have included me because you guys use my group in the very beginning as a scapegoat. You use me and Lindsay as scapegoats to all the drama, saying that we are creating all of it. All I have posted, everything I've posted has been the truth. And that's the thing. And maybe it's not, and maybe you guys don't see McCamey Manor Revisited as an anti-resting. It's not an anti-McCamey. It's like we're revisiting the whole topic because nobody will let me talk in their groups and ask questions. That's what it was. Because not you, Jonathan, because you weren't in there when I first joined Truthers. You were not part of them. But they would not let me talk. Once I started asking questions about Josh doing a tour, I was booted. Taryn is a good person, Nicole. And but I was booted, and I was booted, and I was then questioned about my. Hey, Andrea, Sazbad. I can't say your last name. Andrea.
Zabad.
Sorry.
You're butchering it.
I'm butchering it. Yes, I am not getting into Josh's private business. People have done that to Josh. I believe that. okay? Because people have his address, people message his girlfriend, what have you. I have not gotten into anyone's personal business. The business at hand, and I will continue to say this, and I have become a broken record at this point, is that I'm not going to keep quiet. If people come, me and Paz will work on the video we're making. Maybe we'll keep it private until next year. Maybe we won't. Don't know. But I will stop putting stuff about Josh on my page as long as people don't come back to it. If
Yeah, and I'm not going to allow people to talk about you on Truth. I mean, you can join. I don't have a problem with y'all joining Truthers. Like, it's not. There shouldn't be no.
Told I was majority voted no.
Yeah. Well, that was before, so you know. I'm
I've
saying
never
I
been
don't
disrespectful.
care.
I've never been disrespectful.
That person that told you majority vote no also is out of the whole game for now, at least too. So.
And I've asked Josh not to send any more admin invites. There doesn't need to be 15 administrators and two moderators. There just doesn't need to be that, because, you know, in the end, if he wants me to do it, then I'll do my best. But the decisions that I want to make may not go over well.
Josh,
I just don't
that question, please. Sorry. Oh, Foz, the question that Don asked. Go ahead, Jonathan. Sorry.
I just don't think the group should allow drama. Like, I'm not going to have people posting drama from your group or MMT or any of the, you know, that's irrelevant. You know,
you're right.
I said,
you're right.
Focus on Russ, keep the spotlight on him, because what he did in San Diego, he never needs to do to another person again as long as he lives. And that's where I've been all along.
To Melissa either.
No. I've got all of Melissa's footage that she has. Like, I made a 5-hour video the last time. It was all footage.
Yeah, I have it all too.
I took everything and gave her a link and made it private.
Jonathan, here's what I will tell you. I have said before, and I'll say again, that I think that the drama, for people that can handle it, the people that don't bother it, the truth always lies somewhere in that drama. There is always truth in there. There is. Even if people are, you know, and I can discern stuff that's not true, but I won't believe anything until I see it, right? And even that I don't believe most of the time. But so I won't ever put anything dramatic in your group, and I promised every single one of those admin women that were admins for you, Nicole, Ashley, Carrie, Lindsay, Carrie Sue, everybody. I promised you I would never ever bring drama into the Truthers group, and I never did, not once. But I told you that anybody can have a voice and they can say anything in my group against me even. I mean, God, like Angela, I've got her muted because she broke several of my rules. But I have rules, and you can get muted or booted for my rules. But otherwise, you can say whatever you want. Angela called me a bully and a narcissist several times a day, every day that she's in there. I didn't boot her. I don't care. She could go on to any other group. I had groups. I had them posting screenshots of me in McCamey Manor, calling me all sorts of names. And I had them posting personal information about me on McCamey Manor Talk. They don't know that it was about me, but I saw it. They doxed a little bit. But do I care? Did I kick them out? No, I didn't. Okay. So they can bring it to my group. I won't bring it to your group. I won't bring it to you. The most I've ever done in that group is I've told people, like that Chris Usler, whatever his name is, I told him that he should not be bad mouthing Russ's cameraman because he isn't aware of Russ's personality yet. He shouldn't be going on a Yelp review and trying to take away this man's livelihood because he doesn't like that he's on Russ's cameraman, because this guy doesn't realize the problematic person Russ is, right? Just like we don't badmouth contestants because they don't realize who Russ is yet, right?
And I took down some videos and actually made an apology in a video about a contestant because it just didn't sit
so that is why I've said things against people in the group. And it's not to be dramatic. It's to tell them, look, don't do this here. Don't talk shit. And I won't let people talk shit about contestants and stuff in my group either. But don't talk shit about them because they just don't know yet. People, the most people that come into this were a Russ lover at first, you know?
Oh yeah.
And then so it's not something we should do. That's the most dramatic thing I've ever done is tell people to not in your group. But I won't bring drama in there. I promise I won't bring drama in there. But at the same time, oh, Sasha went away. Okay, but anyway, so she must have to go pick my grandson up. Yep. So
Yeah, I mean,
anyway, so I
we're all
promise you that.
adults. Like we're
But
all able to
right.
talk to each other like adults. And I know Josh has temper problems, and like I heard him last night after all this was over. You know, he was upset and really upset. And I told him, man, you can't let this stuff get to you like this. I mean, you just can't. Like, you know, it's a Facebook group, and yeah, it handles some big things, but I mean, it's not going to be on the evening news. It's really not. It's not that. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying what we're doing shouldn't. It don't count. It does count. If you save somebody like Melissa from going, then yeah, that's one person that doesn't have to be waterboarded or whatever, and possibly
I
done
don't even think it's
like Lori.
Jonathan. I think you need. No, I don't think that's going to happen again. He's not going to do say. He never did this stuff to Lori. It was his
No, he
actors.
didn't. He filmed it. Yeah,
he filmed it, but it was his
he didn't
actors.
get his
Now
hands dirty.
And he won't. And he won't because he doesn't want that lawsuit. But I think you should change the narrative. Keep people from being waterboarded. It's simulated waterboarding. Why don't we keep people from being personally invaded by Russ after they've done their tour when they want to go on another tour somewhere else? How about that's where we focus that Russ is inappropriate. The manner is not bad. It's Russ.
No.
It's
I don't have a
Russ.
problem with what he's doing in some aspects of what he's doing. I don't have a problem with it.
Some aspects, like the safe word's a big deal.
Some aspects, because when you withdraw consent, that's it. Stop.
Right.
And he knows that. He knows he's on thin ice with that.
I mean, you should talk to a little bit more with our good friend that's going to Kata Silvis about her tour and how safe and she felt.
Oh, I know.
Because she did.
I'm in on some of it, and I hope you don't mind me saying this. Y'all keep an eye on the day of her tour. We should be doing a live. I'll be doing some stuff on my YouTube channel the day of her tour. So I'm working with them to do something they haven't done before. I don't know exactly how much will be broadcast live, but that's what we're working on. So it's something that, oh my God. Something they've not done like that before, so should be interesting.
Cool. So at any rate, like you guys, I have promoted the Truthers group in my group from day one, even after you booted me, because I felt like there was a lot of support and help for the victims. Hi, Melissa. Melissa, we were talking about you. Sorry. But nothing bad. Nothing bad at all. But if people start drama, tell them they can go to my group for it, and I won't be offended by it because I'll let people.
There.
Yeah, I saw her. I welcome drama in that. I won't let it be dramatic if it's about people's personal lives, but if it revolves around I mean, yeah, some people got personal about Paula, but it's just because Paula's making some claims she couldn't back up. I mean, at the time, or that she was not say couldn't back up. Let's say that didn't coincide with someone named Paula. Let's just say that. And so people got into a little bit into her personal life, but they didn't name her name. Let's say that. But if I'm not going to allow anybody to go in and dox anybody, I'm not going to allow anybody to go. And if somebody messages your wife that's in my group, Jonathan, you tell me, and they'll leave my group. You know,
Yeah, and
if
like I have talked, I don't have, and I'm trying to settle this all around because I don't want it to come up again. I don't have a problem with Paula and Angel. Like Angel, I talked to her this morning. She was just as nice as could be. I don't have a problem with her. You know, like we're all not bad people. It's not like we're all, sitting over in our own collective corners trying to think up other things on people. Like,
I
and
agree
I've
there.
talked to these people. So I don't want to have beef with any particular group on any particular web YouTube or whatever. I don't want that. Like I'm trying
pause.
to
Sorry, there's a question for you, Jonathan.
um where's it at?
It says, can you ask JM if
Sorry,
he's ever
I got it. I
considered?
found it.
Okay.
She didn't want her. She said she didn't want her thing up on the big screen though.
Oh,
Well, you're getting it. Put it up.
It's there.
okay, yeah. I thought about that and like I mean I'm just doing this because like I started the YouTube thing and didn't realize really what I was getting into. I mean, I'd start another group, but then it would be just another Facebook group about McCamey Manor.
Right.
There's
But
already,
I mean, maybe like,
so many. Or
I
It's a
don't.
large group. You might as well keep it. It's a very large
Yeah.
group.
But
yeah,
what
I mean, there's
about?
like 1,500 people already
Yeah.
in there, and then they got to join another McCamey Manor related group, and
Why
There's
does
too
Josh
much
have to
extra
hold it? Why does Josh have to hold it? He
well, I
says
I
he
don't
mean,
think
doesn't
he
want
does
it to get
anymore, though.
taken from you.
I told him, as long as you got your name on that administrator spot, you got to realize people are going to come after you, and that's on you. I mean, I don't care either way. If he wants to walk away, that's the only way he's going to really walk away, and people know that.
Right.
He's going. I mean, that's on him. If he doesn't want to relinquish the man, it's his group, and he has that right. And I'm not like, oh no, I'm not giving you your group back or none of that shit. If he comes back and wants it, then hey, here you go. Have at it.
I think that's right. So, yeah.
And
he won't. He
I
won't.
could give him the YouTube, like change owners of the YouTube, but he just doesn't have the platform, to do all of it. Because I would like to do the paranormal thing. I really would. I like the paranormal stuff, and like I've been active in it. And I can't really be active like I would like to be because, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to end it. Like I want to end all of it. And I don't like Paula and Angel and Angela. I've talked to them and I try to be a judge of character that is, a decent judge of character. And I think they're good people. Like they haven't said anything to me about anybody in this little video. Like nothing. Like they're not, and they're apologetic too. I mean, they feel like it's both sides just taking jabs back and forth. And it just gets out of control. Like everybody's guilty, and I've been guilty of it because like the people I'm with have a strong feeling in one way, and it may not coincide with everybody else's. So I mean, we can't get that mob mentality and let it get to a point where it's just a personal attack and then go after people and nothing's off the table. It's just a personal attack. We're going after them. We just can't do that. It can't go to that length.
Right. I think I've said my piece as far as I mean, he doesn't owe me anything. Josh does not owe me shit. Doesn't owe me an apology. He doesn't owe me anything. I think that the people that are coming into this and will continue to come into this are owed something. And I'll give it to them if he won't. But I won't give it to him until that happens. I promise you that. I'll work up what I need to work up, and then it'll be available for if it happens, which I believe it will, if he remains the face of this cause. If you take it over and he's not that face, and Jennifer, he doesn't want it. He said he wants to be free of this. He said the only reason he won't completely leave it is because he doesn't want it to be taken from you guys. But he trusts Jonathan. Why would he trust Jonathan if he thinks that Jonathan's going to take it and destroy it? Why doesn't he just archive it then and let banter happen? And people will move over. The people that want to be there, want to be active, will move over. They will. So, I mean, he just needs to let it go. He does. But he doesn't owe me anything. He doesn't. He'll do whatever he wants. And, that's been proven. But I think, I like I said, and I hope you agree, Foz, we'll let the Josh thing go on the group, but there will be something prepared for if he comes back up.
Yeah,
Ashley, he shouldn't have to give it up. Then why does he say, just leave me alone, just leave me out of it? I don't want to have anything to do with this.
Yeah, he just needs to be aware of, this is what's going to happen when people, see things and want to know. They're going to drag him up. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I won't.
Josh Owens, McKinney Manor.
I mean, I never got into this with hey, I'm gonna take this group. Like, it was just kind of, a mutual thing for the for the longest time, I wasn't even in a mod chat. And I mean, I was just going on a wing and a prayer with videos and guessing at shit. Like, I had no idea what was going on. And I wasn't even a mod until January, 9th or something. So, I mean, I was out in the dark trying to feel around and just putting shit together on my own. So you're talking about, sleuthing. I was trying to do some sleuthing, and that does not I'm not just a sleuthing by any means. I'm just saying, I don't know who that is, but
you're not 2.0.
No, my name on here when I would come on was JM 2.0 for the longest.
I remember. We found that Truthers Reborn 2.0 or something.
Yeah. I don't know who that is. And there's also what is it? McKamey Manor
2.0.
No, there's a page like a like page, and maybe that's how this should be done. Maybe instead of having a group where all this stuff goes on, you should have a page where you post it like videos that you put together, and you don't have all this back and forth between different whatever. And MMT has done that. Like, they have a like page that you post your videos up and share them wherever, and you go
until
to
they
a
block
page.
you.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, I would hope y'all can nail out your differences and get along, and the bickering, because like I said, and I'm including myself, there's been wrong on all sides. I've done wrong. I've said things in videos I shouldn't have said. And
I don't feel like I've done anything wrong. I'm sorry. I don't feel like I've done anything wrong.
I mean, I don't know how y'all
I hid Foz's true identity. That's the worst thing I did. I called Jennifer Taylor the C word. But other than that, I've done nothing wrong. In this, plenty of shit in my life.
I don't want to be involved in the the petty back and forth and going between and behind people's backs, backstabbing. I'm up front, and if somebody wants to talk to me, I don't have people blocked. Like, I showed somebody my block list. It's not very big, except for the ones I've had to block, like messaging my wife and my fire department and all this stuff.
Yeah,
that's a little far out. And
but
I realized,
Jonathan, we're behind you there too. Like when Ron Matthews was doing that shit, we got him out of our group.
Yeah, and I mean, it should not go to this level. I mean, it really shouldn't. I don't know what I did. I know I've done some things I shouldn't, and I've tried to learn from that. And that's why the videos are the way they are now. because I don't want to focus on the contestants going to Russ's house. They don't know what they're getting into. It's not their fault because Russ is a charismatic guy.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that he has a charm about him that everybody likes, and it draws people in, and that's how he gets them. And the things I saw him with Melissa, it was like sickening. They looked like two high school kids, and it wasn't her fault. It was him. It was him doing this shit, and you know, she's a young, nice looking lady, and I mean, I guess thought he had a shot. I don't know. I mean, that's just what I thought by the way he acted. And I was like, man, she does not know what she's in for. But I mean, that kind of thing, I was so glad that happened the way it did. Like, it was kind of like my first thought was because, you know, you see people driving and falling asleep all the time having wrecks. He sent her driving back home from his
With
house
no sleep.
with no
sleep. Right.
to drive 5 hours. Like, driving 5 hours back home is dangerous. Road hypnotism happens. I've had it happen to me. And, you know, I remember the first time I talked to Melissa, it wasn't a good conversation. Is she still here?
She's there.
Yeah, there she is. It was not a good conversation. She did not like me. But I was talking to Michael on the phone, and I could see, I mean, I could hear her in the background, and oh man, there was some adjectives that night. There was, whoo, my ears were burning. But I'm glad she actually, like, she did like look into the things that were being said, and I showed her like pictures of like somebody that really got messed up in San Diego, or Michael did. I sent them to him, and I think I put together a video and like, here, show her this. Yeah, she hated me. I was not her fan, her number one fan. She was not my number one fan. That's for sure. She didn't want to hear. She said, what the fuck are you on the phone with him for? Yeah, but if that kind of thing happens, that's great, and that's what we should all bask in.
Yes, we should be.
You know, saving somebody from doing it again, because she was going to go back in like June when it warmed up.
I know. Yeah.
And now look what she's doing. And damn, I wish somebody else was on. I really need to shave. Like,
well, he's got options to make the different screens, right? Pause. You could like make him little.
I really need to shave.
I can't tell. Maybe you're big on my TV, and I can't tell how bad you need.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Because I mean, I'm gonna have to go in a minute anyway. I need to go.
Yeah. Well.
Fire department. Yeah, he thought he was gonna make her the next HS.
Well, yeah, it looks like yes, or the next HD, or the next Susan. Yes, absolutely. Because I mean, look at what she just said. Technically, I was going to go back when he needed me to. When no one showed up, I was going to be the backup, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, so Tosh. Tosh dropped out, and he called her like right away.
Yep. Yep. And there's nothing wrong with that. Would have been nothing wrong with that, because she's a beast, right?
Yeah.
But what was wrong with that is how he inserted himself into your life after that.
Exactly.
Melissa. Like how he inserted himself into, who are you talking to? What are you doing? Oh my God, you're going to Kata Silvis. You're a hater.
Yeah. I remember she told me, like, he came to her and was like, why didn't you ask me about them? I would have told you what kind of people they are. It just makes me sick thinking of how they're going to put their hands on you and stuff. Like, dude, you're not her husband. I mean, she's coming to you for entertainment, and you're acting like you're her daddy or husband or something. Like, come on, man.
Agreed. Completely 100% agreed. And the fact he didn't record something. What? Oh, he didn't record something. I mean, is this something we can talk about, Melissa? You want to get on live?
No. Must
you want to get on live?
I remember the Tosh thing, and Tosh has been on too. I mean, I don't want to talk about somebody that's not around, but I know what happened with him, and that he got like he drove 9 hours and then had to drive back home. And it was because of things Russ was doing. Like, it was Russ. Russ caused that. Had him drive around in circles for I don't know how long. And I think he said he went into that on my interview with him, how Russ just led him around a wild goose chase for an hour and a half or whatever. And finally, it was like, well, I don't remember what the reason was that he just backed out, but the dog was part of it, but it was Russ, and his Tosh's wife was fed up with it. So he called Melissa.
Wasn't there like something about saying that somebody was targeting Tosh's wife too, like saying don't go, or something, and she got scared?
The night before Tosh's visit, in a live video, because I pointed it out when I cut the video the way I did, Russ claimed he was going to get shot. Somebody was going to come to the park and kill him if he showed up there with and whoever was with him too. And I heard him say in the live, it's on here, around that date, around the 5th of January was Melissa's tour, that if he came to that park, he was going to kill him. This person was going to kill him. Now, I don't know if that was Russ trying to, put up a reason to back out, because Russ,
so that Melissa could come back.
Yeah. I don't know. I just know that's what he said in his live in the closed group, and he just kind of played off on it like it wasn't a big deal. Like, oh, they said they're going to kill me, but I'll have Smith and Wesson with me, and, all that. And then the next day, all that happened with Tosh. So Rush already dropped a hint he didn't want to do that tour. And you see how long Christina Cooper was there. That girl, she didn't get nothing. Like, nothing. She was there for like 30 minutes or whatever. There's no video of her. And then Melissa got 5 hours. I mean, it's obvious. It's real obvious that what Russ was after. And that's sick.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I did. It's not even like, I mean, let's just put aside the grooming or the desire to have another HS or another HD or what have you. I feel like he's like that with everybody. I mean, he's a little bit different. He was a little bit different, a lot different with Melissa, of course, because I do believe there was an infatuation there. But I also think that there is the fact that let's say Chelsea went on and decided to go on to Kata Silvis. She'd be a hater.
Yeah.
She'd be a hater. That's inappropriate.
That's like, why?
Absolutely inappropriate.
Yeah, exactly.
Why does he care? Why can't there be both?
People need to block me and Dan, before they can go be a contestant. They've got to block me and Dan. Specifically, they got to block me and Dan. I don't understand. Like, I'm not messaging people. I don't message people. I don't even think about it. Now Dan will try to talk to people. And Dan gets really, he gets really emotional with this. It really bothers him when somebody doesn't want to listen to what he's got to say about it, because he's really Dan's
a little bit of a hothead. You need to learn how to control that if you're going to put him on live.
Oh yeah. He called me yesterday and apologized. But Dan is he's really attached to his cause, even though he wants to back away. He still wants to do what he's doing and just not be the forefront and not be the person going on live, doing drunk stuff on a live.
Well, then he should probably do that.
Yeah. And when somebody doesn't want to hear what he's got to say, he really takes it personal. Like, it gets personal for him. Like, he's trying to help because of what he did with Russ as a moderator and helping, get people in and recruiting people. And I think it eats away at him. It really bothers him that people don't want to hear what he's got to say on this side of things.
No, yeah.
Dan was a mod for a while in Russ's group.
Well, I mean, then what he can do now to maybe combat that guilt is to help us get people. I mean, even if people go to MM, even if they go through the experience, trying to help them offer a different experience, even if they don't turn away from Russ, you know, trying to offer them to see a different experience. Because what happens is if they see the different experience, Russ is going to show his true colors. And
Yep.
Frank Newberry, I don't believe that Russ wouldn't care if Chelsea went. He wouldn't care as much as he does that Melissa's going, but I think he would care. I think she'd be kicked out of the group, and I think she'd be called a hater.
Yeah. I mean, Melissa was the queen of the manor, and Chelsea even said that. And you notice there was no response. Like Russ was just dead silent. You know, I give Melissa Everly props or whatever for Rat Race, and Russ was like, "So, what was the reason you quit?" I mean, he just really changed the subject quick.
Yeah,
because he don't even want her name brought up. Well, I thought, you know, last week she was the queen. You know, she set all these records and did all this stuff, and now she's a ghost. Like, who's that? You know,
right.
So I hate to run on y'all. I've got to get.
We got to go too. My phone's about to die, and I think Foz has something he needs to go do. But Melissa, I would love to do an interview with you sometime. Maybe before your tour with Kata Silvis, maybe after. But and JM error. Um, you know, like if there's ever anything that is like group related, invite me to your lives. I'll come on your lives.
All right.
You and I are both new to this, so you and I both have a unique, and Foz, but we have a unique perspective on this that some people don't.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pink Dagger.
All right. Thank y'all for having me on.
Thanks, you, everybody.
John. All right. See y'all.
See ya.
Bye.
Tiffany, before you go, Foz, Tiffany, I agree with you about the cost. And that's why a lot of people go there, because it doesn't cost a lot and everything. And I have ideas about that. And like maybe now that we have this platform, I can put those ideas out, even though maybe Foz won't like me too much for it. But I think that. What do you mean, Joe? We didn't do anything wasted time. This was not about this was not about Russ. Today was not about Russ. Today we talked about Russ, but today was about me clearing my name from a live last night that I was
I'm
attacked.
not sure which comment you're talking about. Was it Joe Schmo?
Yeah, Joe. He says we didn't do anything, wasted time. Is he just
every video I put up, he says is a waste. This shows nothing. Blah blah blah. He has something bad to say every time.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So who is Joe Schmo? Is that
I don't
Justin?
know. I thought he was Justin once, but I don't think he is, because he was on one of Justin's videos with me, like being like, "Hey, Justin, what's up?" When he was trying to be hidden, basically. So I don't know.
Okay. Well,
but yeah, I do have to go help my brother.
So. Okay, and I gotta go. Get ready to start making dinner. My dog needs to go out. My beautiful dog that you can all see the picture of. But anyway. Okay, thank you, everybody. And if you have other questions, like come into the group, McCamey Manor Revisited, sorry. Come into the group, join the group, love the group. And thank you. And one day I will show my face. Bye.
Bye.
You're going to have to tell me how to exit out of this thing. This is ridiculous. Leave.